Last night I had a dream that there was like some alien invasion or something, and I don't dream about the video game covering Community often, but there was an alien invasion, and Richard just died, and I remember like sitting on a couch or something and being like, why does nobody care? And then I woke up and I was like, I'd care.
I'm pretty sure a lot more than just you would care. I don't know.
I'd care.
If Legend Rashadi B died, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't.
Yeah, especially in an alien invasion.
I mean, was no one else affected? Was he like the only one who was like affected by the...
I don't know, it was
aliens?
a dream.
Right. I forgot that this wasn't real for a second.
Yeah, it wasn't fleshed out in my mind.
I woke up and I was actually genuinely concerned.
Yeah, that's always weird when like you wake up and you're slowly going through that transition of like trying to realize like, wait, so everything that just happened was a dream. And then like you're trying to process that, and then after you're done processing, you're like, wow, 30 seconds ago I was such an idiot for thinking that could have been real.
Have you ever had a dream?
You're in that like sleep mode.
Yeah.
Where it's like, even when you're awake, you're still processing everything as if you're dreaming.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, you're coming to weird conclusions about everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream where someone did something like really bad to you and you were like angry at them in the dream, and then you woke up and you were mad at them in real life and you were kind of like, hey.
I hated a manager at work for the longest time because in my dream he was giving me hell, and I just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. And you see him the next day and you're like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh, what's wrong?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, nothing.
He said something to
Nothing's
me the next day. He was
wrong.
like, hey, can you put this over here? And I was like, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
asshole.
I guess so.
All right, welcome to the Internet Friendos podcast, the podcast where we're friends
I mean, I didn't get to
on the
say-
internet.
Yep, my name is Mikey. I do what Christian does, but less.
That's Mikey. He's our guest this episode. Syllables. I'm Reece.
And I'm upset.
We're nodding. I guess I just did that intro out of nowhere.
You kind of completely cut me off, and now I can't tell the joke because it's not relevant anymore. But I'll still explain it. when Mikey was first started saying, "Have you ever had a dream?" I just thought of that one infamous video. The video called that. And so I was just gonna randomly come in and be like, "Do you ever have a dream that you would
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We were like 3 minutes in and we had to do an intro at some point.
I've seen that video so many times. I memorized the first like 3 or 4 seconds of it.
I like how it ends with him saying, "You want him to do you so much that you
can do
anything."
And he smiles. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I meant to say." He's so confident. He's like, "Yeah, that's my question. What's your answer?"
That's my question, Dad.
I feel like
have
there's
you ever
like,
had that dreams?
do you ever? I feel like. Do you think that kid acts that way? Like after he asks like any question. As soon as he's done asking the question, he's like, "Yeah, that's my
answer
question."
that one, bitch.
What'd you have for breakfast? Yeah.
What'd you have for breakfast? Yeah, I just asked him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets so excited every time he successfully asks a question.
I'm learning so much with these questions.
I don't even care about the answers.
The quest for knowledge continues.
Welcome to the podcast, Mikey.
Thank you.
This is our first guest
You're
episode.
our first guest, yeah.
I'm honored. I'm honored
I'm
to be here.
disappointed.
What?
I mean,
I feel like we could have got more star power.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like some like Z-list video game cover guy.
I thought we could have at least got, Seal. The Kiss from a Rose guy. I feel like he would have been great. Although he's not a friend.
No. Too bad you're only friends with Z-list video game cover guys.
Yeah.
this podcast isn't about video game covers. Jeez, come on.
It's just about the friendos.
It's about the Friendos.
And video game music. Yeah, as soon as Reece kind of like mentioned the idea of the podcast to me, it was like, yeah, we should have guests all the time. And like the first person I thought it was Mikey because
Why?
Yeah. Because you're a cool boy.
You're a friendo.
Hey.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You can't see it, but I'm making the
You're-
heart thing with my hands, you know. You know the
Yeah,
one.
I don't know if our audience, I don't think we said this, but we can actually see each other when we record these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except I can't
It-
see
it means
Reese's
we can
face
do-
because he's got a microphone in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives everyone the best audio experience.
The best audio experience.
Yeah, that doesn't give you anything.
That's not good.
Well, that's what I sound like when I have my mic right in front of my face because it's
Have you tried turning down your gain?
I forgot that my.
Have you tried
interface
turning up
is a
your
gain
good?
knob. See,
Yeah,
I
try
forget
doing
that
that.
I forget that my interface has a gain knob for mic because it has one for your mic, but it doesn't have one for instrument input, which is so stupid.
What do you have?
I have a Line 6 UX1.
Mine's that.
Oh, the
Don't-
UX1.
Don't choose that interface.
I feel like it's fine.
No, it's good for starting.
It's good to have
It's
one,
good.
but you know.
It's good.
So Mikey is wearing. What's that? Is that flannel?
It's a flannel, yeah. That's my go-to shirt, top kind of thing.
That's our topic for this week.
Yeah.
That's my upper half of the outfit.
Flannel shirt.
Yeah. It's like
You
the
look really-
lumberjack style.
Yeah, except you're from Jersey. and-
Jersey. I'm talking here.
y-
Yeah, I'm trying to cross the avenue. Get me a
So-
coffee, Maureen. Get in the car.
So Mikey's from Jersey, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Nobody
not
knows
the not the best reputation.
him. You're one of the OGs, right? One of the original
Gangsters?
boys.
Of what?
I don't know,
One of the
just-
first boys?
Well,
One of the first boys me and Christian talked to, right?
I-
Yeah.
I know that
Oh.
Mikey and I started doing YouTube around the exact same time. Well, not
guys-
started
you guys
doing
know
YouTube, but we both started our current channels at around the same time.
You guys know the
Right.
story of me being added to the group? Okay.
Yes, I
out
do
of
know this.
nowhere, one day,
I remember
think
this.
It was around the time that me and you were doing a collab, Reece. Like
Okay.
way back when.
The Skyward Ballad of a Goddess.
Yeah. And out of nowhere, I get a I get a notification on my phone. It says you were added to the Drunkia Club.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like-
for reference, the group is normally called the Coolia. Well, it was normally called the Coolia Club, and I'm not sure who changed it to the Drunkia Club or why.
But yeah, I get
Can
What's up, Reece?
I just say, I nearly suggested the Coolia podcast as a name for this.
Oh, that would have been cute.
That's so much better than Internet Friendos, dude.
I didn't like it because Coolia is like
It's very like
what the hell? What the hell is Coolia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Because
so
Coolia
usual.
came from Coolio.
Yeah, it's
And I
very.
didn't want Coolio.
It's usual for us to hear, but if other people,
Yeah, it's kind of like naming it an
Coolio.
inside joke.
of yeah.
Although wasn't Coolio the rapper's girlfriend or wife or whatever called Coolia?
That's cute.
I don't know. I just the only reason why we started saying Coolia is because one day somebody was like, "We're banning the word Coolio. You're never allowed to say it
Saying
again."
Like way.
You said that
too
to me
much.
today.
I still say it.
Old
all
habits
the
die
time.
hard.
Coolio.
So I get a random notification on my phone. It says I was added to the Drunkia Club, and I was like, okay, this is spam. I'm gonna delete Skype and burn my phone.
I'm gonna make a new account. I'm
then
getting
I look at
sexbot
it.
messages all day.
I look at it, and I think I want to say you added me to it, right, Reece? I don't know who else I would have talked
Probably.
to.
Yeah, we were collabing, so makes
Yeah,
sense.
and I remember Christian was really
No,
shy.
it was Brandon, and I'll tell Brandon's side of the story later. But it's really funny.
Oh, I was gonna mention Brandon's expectations.
Yeah.
I get in the call. I get in the first call,
Can
and
I
I'm
just
like,
say, Brandon's Expectations sounds like a coming-of-age novel.
a teenage drama.
Yeah.
So I get in the first call, and I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm GuitarGeek25. You know me." And Brandon goes, that is not what I expected you to sound like. And I'm like, based on my videos, what'd you expect me to sound like? And he goes, "Hi guys, I'm Mikey. I make guitar covers on YouTube. Please go check out my channel, like, comment, and subscribe, please." And I'm like, "Oh, do I really look like that?"
I kind of see that.
It's true. I got that
hearing
look.
your voice, I can imagine you sounding like that at some point in your life.
Yeah. Welcome to 4th grade. Welcome to middle school.
Yeah. I just want to touch on Brandon's side of that entire experience. I was being like pretty silent as I usually am in calls, but like I just remember Brandon constantly talking about the thing the whole time, and he's talking about like, I really want to add GuitarGeek25 to the group or something like that. And his intention was to just add you to the group itself, but he accidentally called you, and his first reaction,
That. Oh my god.
The first thing he said when he did that was, "No, I don't want to talk to GuitarGeek25 right now." And I think the reason why he said that is because he expected your voice to sound like that.
He had to mentally prepare himself for days,
and
just to be able to.
He just wasn't ready.
I remember after that happened, he pointed out that he saw a tweet from you that said, "I was just added to a group called the Drunkia Club. What should I do?" And I'm pretty sure that was, you probably tweeted that around the same time you thought it was spam and deleted.
I'm just imagining like little Mikey sat there seeing the Drunkia Club with his mom like in the other room, is like, "Oh no, should I be looking at this?
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Am I allowed?
Am I gonna get in trouble?" Like when you first start using the internet and you come across a slightly raunchy site and you're like, "Oh,
You're like, I didn't ask my parents' permission before going on this site."
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mikey, what's your topic?
Club Penguin.
Yeah, so Club Penguin shut down. Club Penguin's got. Oh, I tried. So you know how Club Penguin shut down and they released an app in its place, like a new MMO.
Yeah.
Club Penguin Island.
Yeah.
I downloaded the app during
Me too.
school, and I kind of wanted to like break my phone after I started playing it.
It was so bad. The tutorial was mind-numbing.
I haven't even
I
didn't even get that far.
But I wanted Okay, I got so far in the tutorial, and then it said, "All right, now you need to log in." I was like, "Oh, that makes sense. It's an MMO." But also, I didn't want to do it, so I just quit.
Yeah. Well, I also don't get the point of it, because I think one of the biggest reasons why they said they were switching to Club Penguin Island was because they were like, "Oh, we want it to be more mobile based," even though there was a Club Penguin mobile app and it was really good. Like,
was that?
Yeah, you could. There was one, and you can do like everything that you could do in regular Club Penguin on it, and throwing snowballs was a lot easier.
Yeah, can we talk about how inaccurate the snowballs were in Club Penguin?
You're very right.
They're great on mobile. You can literally just pick it. Okay, the coolest thing about mobile is you can be in a completely different part of the map and click on one of your friends and choose to throw a snowball at them, so they'll get hit by a snowball no matter where they are.
Whoa, it just flies across the screen.
It's the coolest thing. I was playing with one of my friends, Caden, who some of you might know from CR Plays.
Is he Monkey Ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the monkey ball.
the monkey ball.
we were playing Club Penguin, and like,
Shoutouts to Caden.
I was on my computer and he was on his phone, and I just kept getting hit by snowballs, and he's like in a completely different area. I'm like, how is this happening?
He's hacking, bro.
Yeah.
He's hacking Club Penguin.
He got through the firewall.
he used the GUI to track the killer's IP.
He used the GUI interface to track the hacker's IP address.
I remember a Club Penguin DS game.
Yeah, I still have that.
I think there were a few of those actually.
I was super into the Club Penguin lore.
But before it's too
12.
late. Do you guys remember in NCIS they were getting hacked, and that girl is trying to like stop the hackers, and she's like doing all the crazy stuff on the keyboard.
Abby?
Yeah, Abby's doing all the crazy stuff on the keyboard, and then the main
Reece knows
guy
what you're talking about.
The main guy just like walks behind the computer, unplugs it, and that was the solution to stop the hackers.
Wouldn't that be Abby's first thought?
She just looks at him and goes, "Oh."
Okay, that really upsets me because she's a smart lady, right?
Yeah.
That would be her first thought, and if she didn't do that, that means doing that was dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
he could have.
You gotta roll with the punches.
Security of the entire NCIS. You know what that stands for?
Internal. Criminal.
I don't know.
Investigation.
Service? The N stands for naval.
Really?
Yeah, it's when you've got crimes going on in your belly button.
You can't say that kind of joke when Christian's drinking something. He's dying over there.
You nearly did a spit take all over the podcast. It would have been a shame because we don't have video. Yeah. So NCIS, great show.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Have you had a CSI?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's like CSI except they don't have the Who as their opening song.
Yeah, they have boo doo doo doo, boo doo 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 doo,
All right.
doo 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 doo, wop wop wop
All
wop.
right. All right. All right.
You're not into crime dramas?
No, I'm just used to saying "all right" every time you start singing on this podcast.
That's all right.
All right.
Every time,
All
like
right.
I've done it more than once before. Come on, we're on the second episode.
Yeah.
I sang Pokemon in the first episode.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, I wanted to talk
That
about...
was a really good 5 seconds of dead air.
Just cut it out. Just cut it out. I was waiting for one of you guys to say something.
I better.
I didn't know. I didn't know if I should break it or not.
Well, we asked you what you wanted to talk about, and you were like, "So Club Penguin."
Reece, when you
And as soon as you said that, I was like, "This isn't gonna last long at all."
No.
Yeah. Reece, when you started to say we asked you what you wanted to talk about, I thought when you were saying that you were like kind of talking to our audience, and you were going to say we asked you what you wanted us to talk about, and I'm like,
we surveyed 100 people. Name an animal with 3 letters in the name. Alligator.
Alligator.
I would love to do some interactive stuff. with
Yeah,
the audience.
Yeah.
I directed people towards the internet Friendos Twitter with the handle iFriendos
Yeah, that
because
actually
nothing else
exists
would
now.
fit.
Yep.
We're gonna do some stuff there, but let's not get too into it because come on, it's only episode 2.
It's true.
Let us get to the point where we're actually sure that we're going to continue this podcast.
Let's make sure we've not got as much dead air as this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we talked? We haven't mentioned our album listening parties on this podcast.
No,
have
I
we?
don't think
No.
so.
So every week, us friendos get together in a little room, a virtual room, and listen to.
We all get in a room together. I have to drive about 10 hours.
Yeah,
Reece
we
has to
fly
take a
every
flight.
week. Yeah, so we all listen to an album together, basically.
Yeah.
So each week, one of us picks an album, and it's a fun way for us to experience different kinds of moods.
Yeah. Especially because...
I had to speak for a second, but I was missing words from every word as I went along. Letters just disappeared.
Yeah. It's fun, too, because we keep our mics muted, so, like,
Yeah.
we actually listen to the music.
Yeah.
instead of
And
just
if you
talking.
don't keep your mic muted, everyone
You get made
hates.
fun of,
yeah.
Okay, the first and only album stream I've ever been to, because I've always been busy whenever they end up doing it. I get in there and my mic's not working, and I'm like, oh great. So I'm trying to. I'm like, hey, is my mic working? And I'm like spamming in the chat, is my mic working? And everyone said no. And then all of a sudden, someone goes, hey, mute your mic. And I go, is my mic working?
I think what you said is like, oh, I was unmuted the whole time.
And I was, no. I knew that I was unmuted because I thought my mic was broken. And I go, oh, my mic is working? And Christian goes, Mikey, you idiot!
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't just me.
That was Bryn, I think.
Yeah, it was mostly Bryn.
It was literally
just like,
everybody.
yeah.
I came there to have a good time, and I
was
felt
laughing
personally
so
attacked.
hard. I was laughing a lot.
Anybody in the comments section, I don't recommend you go to our album listening parties. It's just, you're just gonna feel attacked.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, don't come. You're not invited.
Yeah,
won't fit in.
you aren't invited. It's not open to the public. So.
Hey, just because it's not open to the public doesn't mean you won't get attacked if you ask if your mic is unmuted.
Yeah.
It's not open to the pubic.
Ew.
Come on, guys.
Gross.
Was that my album?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a
I
good
don't-
album. What was it called?
Thanks, man.
Tell everybody.
Biffy Clyro, Opposites.
hmm
Scottish.
I'm gonna remember that.
He was very Scottish.
It's very
Actually-
Scottish. It was good.
It was really good.
Are you gonna do an album one week, Mikey?
I don't know. I don't,
It would be Mikey's turn.
yeah,
if
I could
he
do
decides.
I could do California by Blink-182.
Are you down?
I don't think I've ever listened to a Blink 182 album like start to finish.
I'll be honest, I was never into Blink
Is that a song?
ever. No, I was just that was just notes.
But yeah.
No, I have a Blink 182 album.
Which one?
I think it might be a best of like greatest hits or something.
Okay.
I just never liked Blink.
They're
Even when I was
weird.
in high school.
I've been listening to a lot of Blink-182, Green Day, Paramore, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like I have the same opinion on Blink-182 as I have on Sonic the Hedgehog, where I don't know if it's actually
Bad,
good
but
or
I
not.
love it.
I don't know if it's good anymore, but I just
Yeah.
like it. And I think they have a similar vibe about them too. Like Sonic, I can imagine Sonic listening to Blink-182.
Sonic does remind me a lot of Blink 182.
Yeah, and I
I'll
feel
be
like
honest.
my
Yeah.
love for both of them is like synonymous, you know?
Who sang In His World?
His World, I think that's Crush 40. I want to No, Zebrahead. There were two different versions.
Yeah, it was Zebrahead.
There were two different
Zebrahead,
versions.
Yeah. In His World.
Where one is all.
So I've noticed Americans have it right for once with this. Say Blink 182, but everyone over here in the good old town of Yorkshire, England.
Do they say 182?
No, they say 182.
Ew, that's even worse. 182. 90210.
I mean, you can. Did I say that in the last episode or something? I feel like I remember saying Beverly Hills 90210.
I don't know. Maybe I thought of it because I'm subconsciously remembering it from last episode.
Yeah, I just feel like I've said that to Christian recently.
I don't
Speaking of which,
remember.
Anyway.
I'm so excited for this series of podcasts.
I can't wait for
It
the
was
podcast to start.
it was a very spur of the moment decision.
I love it.
We shouldn't have done this.
Except
No,
well,
it's a great idea. Shut up.
Reece thought of it a while before asking me, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought I'd already asked you before and you said no. But I woke up one morning and it's like, I'm going to ask him again. And you're like, all right, let's go.
No, I'm pretty sure that was the first time.
All right. Well, I guess it's like asking a girl out. You just got to do it.
Except you don't
Unless
think that you've
known it for
already
2 days,
done
and then it's creepy.
You don't wake up one morning and you're like, oh, I think I already asked. I totally forgot though. I'm not sure.
No, but you're like, oh, have I already been too forward recently? I messaged her like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Should I do it again? Or should I give
Should
it
I go
some
for the
time?
quadruple text, or should I calm down for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I saw you left me on red at 9:30 and 11:30 and 1 o'clock and 2 p.m. I just wanted to know, what are your plans tomorrow?
I saw this thing, and a girl sent her boyfriend like 4 messages, and then she was upset because he only replied to one of them.
That always
But all the
confuses me.
messages she sent said the same thing.
Yeah. Just like all part
So
of
what's
one
he
thing.
supposed
like,
to do?
I asked my
4?
question in 4 text messages. You have to reply in 4 text messages.
I want 4 answers to my 1 question sent 4 times.
Yeah. Or
I would
one
like your
question
I
answers to
get
be
if
four
she asked
parts,
him
yeah.
4 different questions and he just answered the last one, because I know people who do that.
Yeah.
And I've done that.
Yeah,
But
I think we're all guilty of that.
yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I didn't see those messages. Now I gotta pretend I still don't see them.
It's a lot easier than going like, number 1, here's my answer to that one. Number 2, here's the answer to this, like a homework assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do it to oh, I don't want to say that. I wouldn't do it to a girlfriend. Maybe I would. I probably wouldn't though. I'd do it to a teacher.
You text your teachers?
No.
Oh, well, that's why you wouldn't do it to your teachers then.
Yeah, and I don't have teachers anymore.
I mean,
so.
it's kind of the
That's
same
do
as
it
like
to a boss
if
or
a
a manager or
teacher,
something.
if a teacher gives you a homework assignment and you didn't answer all the questions, then that's kind of the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I do. The teacher hands me a homework assignment. I only do the last question.
You only do the last one. It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't see the other one.
If at all.
I've done that. I pretended I didn't notice it was double-sided.
Yeah.
Pretended,
Yeah.
or you
And then they're
actually
like,
didn't
that's
know?
no excuse. And they still take away 50% of my marks and I fail English.
Oh boy. What's the
Fun
what's
fact,
the
I
failing
failed
grade?
English lit.
What's your failing grade?
Failing grade?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we technically have one.
Really?
Yeah, it's all passes. The teachers are all like, it's all a pass, guys, don't worry. But you have to get a C or above,
Oh.
you know?
That's weird.
But do you actually have to get a C or above? Or?
You don't have to, but
Okay.
the qualification's pretty much not worth anything if you have less than a C.
Hey, Christian, isn't yours 50?
It is 50.
That's so.
Oh, you mean the marks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it depends on the year and the paper and the everything, but it's
Interesting.
usually for. I'm gonna go off maths because that's the one I remember most. But on a math paper,
Maths.
Maths.
all right, it's mathematics. It's plural. So, with math papers, we have 2 different types. We have foundation and higher. With a foundation, the highest grade you can get is a C. And that's around 90 marks for a C. The foundation's a little easier to do. So it's about 90 marks for a C on a foundation. But on a higher paper, you can get up to an A star. And a C is about 75 marks, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Alright, you asked a question.
Honestly,
I answered it.
you lost me like halfway through.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
For me,
I
it's
knew-
like like if it's under 50%, you failed. If it's over 50%, you passed.
Yeah.
Oh, you
mine-
need at least, over here, on any paper of any subject, you always need at least 70 marks.
Mhm. Mine's 65.
Wow.
It's
So yeah,
I think
I felt the dead air coming, and I was like, okay, Sonic. I have a little Sonic the Hedgehog stuffed animal on the dashboard of my car. And
I
it's
wondered
so
where
cute.
you were going with that.
I really wasn't going anywhere. I just didn't want there to be silence.
I just wondered where you're going with the little Sonic the Hedgehog thing, because...
Where am I going? Wherever my car takes me.
Alright, don't be that guy.
All right. All right.
we've got. I've been seeing a lot of Sonic plushies around lately, and I'm wondering where everyone's getting them from.
Well, the one that's in
Because-
my car I've had since I've been like 7 or 8. That's a really old one. It's
About 7 or 8 years.
yeah. It's survived through the years.
How old are you, Mikey?
I'm 18.
Whoa!
Yeah.
When did you get that old?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
by living for that many years.
Was I ready for it? No. Did it happen? Unfortunately.
Yeah, you're a boy.
Yep.
You're 18. You've been alive for 18 years. Think about that.
I don't want to think about that.
It's alright. It's only one more day than it was yesterday.
Wow.
What?
I like that.
No, everyone's...
Mikey and I had
So-
complete opposite reactions to that.
My
I
new
was
my new
like,
favorite
why?
saying.
What does that have to do with anything?
So,
I
you
just
know,
I just like silly sayings. Like my new favorite saying is I don't make the rules, I just break them. A cashier
It's
said that
like-
to me.
You know, older people are always getting upset when it's their birthday. They're like, oh, I'm getting so old. And
Yeah.
it's especially annoying when like a 16-year-old does it, because like, shut up.
I'm so old.
But, like, I never understood that, because you're always getting old. Just because it's your birthday
Yeah.
doesn't make you suddenly a year older than yesterday.
Yeah, I
You're still just a
you
day
know what that
older than
reminds me of?
yesterday.
That reminds me of when people ask, like, so how does it feel now that you're this new age? You're like, it's, well, I mean, how would it feel any different than yesterday?
I feel a day older than I did yesterday.
Yeah,
It's
not like
it's
I didn't grow a whole year in a day and then just stayed the same for another year.
It's like when it ticks over to 8 o'clock or something, someone's like, how does it feel now that it's 8 o'clock? It's like, it's been slowly moving towards 8 o'clock for the past hour.
Yeah.
You didn't notice it.
That's great.
Yeah.
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 Keep saying yeah. Half hour.
Yeah.
As long as there's no
let's keep this ball
silence.
rolling.
Yep.
Yep.
We did have a prepared topic.
Yeah, but Mikey's been dodging it.
Which one? What are we talking about?
You wanted to talk about, well, I guess competitive gaming or punk music.
Yeah. Because I don't
I don't
really
know
know
which one
where
we're
we
going
could
with.
go.
Well, we
with,
could touch on competitive gaming and I guess speedrunning too, because that's
I
something
think
Mikey's
Christian
getting
wants
into.
to say more about this than Mikey, and that's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't.
Christian, you sound like you got stuff to say.
I don't. I mean, I have stuff to say about speedrunning. I know Mikey has more to say though. He practices
not
more than I
necessarily.
do.
Like I love competitive gaming, and just because I like the aspect of it and like the concept of like playing against somebody, like in just like a video game that someone created, and like using whatever the system allows you to do like at its fullest to
Okay.
like you
Even
know
like using exploits and
Yeah.
things that might seem a little...
yeah I think
Okay.
that like all the technical stuff is so interesting because people grind that stuff for hours, and then
Yeah.
they're so proficient at it, and at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Yeah.
It's just a game,
Yeah,
bro.
I do really like that. How, like, there's something kind of beautiful about people getting really worked up about a game like that,
Yeah,
but afterwards, totally just acknowledging that it's just a game.
yeah, something crazy.
You know?
Like, and I don't play this game too often anymore. Rocket League is so good.
It is.
Rocket
It's
League,
such a-
and it's
We-
so weird. But if you know how to play it well, it's so
It's-
amazing, and you can
it's
see
one
someone.
of those games that you can pick up really fast
Yeah.
and still know you've got a huge road ahead of you as
Yeah.
well.
I love
It's
the
a lot of
concept
fun.
of like the huge road ahead of you. Like if you
Yeah.
pick up competitive melee, you're like, oh, what's a wave dash?
Yeah.
And you see combo videos and people are doing like insane stuff, and you're like, geez, how do these people do this stuff? And then over time you can see yourself getting closer and closer, and it'll take like years, but you'll get there, and it's such a cool
Yeah.
and like it's so satisfying.
That goes
What I
for a
feel
lot
with
of
Rocket
things too, like
Mm-hmm.
learning an instrument.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think that
What I
might
feel
be
with
why I
Rocket
like
League,
it.
Though, what I feel with Rocket League is, as much as it's a huge road, just like Melee and learning an instrument and stuff, with Rocket League, you constantly feel like you're moving down that road. Whereas other stuff, you can feel like you're getting stuck. Like with an instrument, you can feel like you're not really improving much.
like
Or with
certain
Melee,
plateaus.
you gotta keep looking stuff up, like how to wave dash and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But with Rocket League, each mechanic just sort of
they're like blend together.
displays itself to you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and each movement is part of another movement.
Yeah,
So it's like you can sort of just feel it out and naturally become really good over time.
yeah, it's so awesome. And I think the story of how I got into Melee is really funny. So last year during my driver's ed class, like I already knew everything. Everything's just like common sense. And so
You tried driving into footballs with your car during driver's ed.
I
Come on,
wish
Mikey.
that'd be so fun.
You
That'd be
call them
awesome.
footballs.
So I wasn't really paying
Alright.
attention in the
What?
driving class too
It's
much.
just weird.
You're
just-
Canadian.
I'm
You
just-
should at least find that.
Yeah, don't
normal.
Canadians call it football too?
We call
I
it
don't think they
soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're
But
attached to
I actually-
the U.S.
I thought that it was called soccer in the U.S. as well.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you made that very confusing for a second.
He didn't.
I mean, sorry.
Nope.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Well,
So,
because
yeah,
when you said like, okay, I'll
All right,
just,
don't go.
All right.
when you
All right.
when you when you said don't
Keep
you
going.
call it football in Canada, I don't know, that made it sound like you called it football. Whatever.
I just thought any place
Yeah,
other
whatever.
than the United States called it football. I thought the U.S. was the only
This
place
is
that
a
called it
bad
soccer.
topic. I don't like talking about this.
Keep going with what you were saying.
Do you call soda pop?
I
some
said this in the last episode, but Reece talked over me. and
Wait,
you
I think
can't
I remember
really-
that.
Yeah.
What did you say about it?
I said either soda or pop, I don't know, and then I was just like, is it soda or pop?
It's
Yeah.
both.
You just
I
cover
normally
both
call
bases and call
I
it soda
normally-
pop every single time.
Sody pop.
I normally call
In
it
England,
soda.
we don't really ever say soda, but we call it everything else: pop, fizzy,
Really?
carbonated beverage.
Carbonated beverage. That's when you want to get fancy.
Yeah, you walk into a club like, hey, who got them carbonated beverages?
I don't drink. Give me your finest carbonated beverage.
They just give you a sparkling water, and you're like,
Oh, this
you drink
isn't
it,
what
you're
I
like,
want.
oh wow, I was expecting flavor.
This isn't the good kind of carbonated beverage. Give
I
me a
hate
Dr. Pepper.
sparkling water.
Sparkling water?
A sp-
I don't think I've ever had it.
because
It's really
even when
bad.
I know it's sparkling water, it goes in my mouth, and my brain wants it to taste like something.
Yeah,
Is it
and it
just like
just
carbonated
doesn't.
water?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, okay.
awful. It's really bad.
It's like seltzer, right?
It tastes bad because you can taste the carbon. It's what?
Seltzer?
It's like
Is that a?
I don't know.
Is that not a
what
thing?
the hell that is?
Well, welcome to America. It's probably a brand.
Yeah, it sounds like a brand. It sounds like an American brand, like Eggo waffles.
Yeah. Carbonated water, also known as club soda, soda water, sparkling water, seltzer water.
Club soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
No, that's
But
what
I
we
know
that's
what
what
that
we
is.
call it here is club soda.
Okay.
Club
They're all
soda.
names for the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
There
When I
there
was- In my first playthrough of the third generation of Pokemon, I named everything after food, and I named my Surskit Club Soda. That's all I have to say.
I
You
think
can
I
go first.
remember you telling me that.
There was something Mikey was trying to say way earlier.
He's probably forgotten.
and
Oh,
then I-
about Melee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. So I didn't want to pay attention in class. So,
oh yeah, the driver's ed
and-
story. Okay.
And my driving teacher for that class, he's legendary. That guy is so cool. Someone would just like call him during the class and he'd answer it and like start cursing at this guy over the phone in the middle of class. And
And then tell you how road rage was bad.
and he was like, "Yeah, you can go like over the speed limit if everyone else is doing it. Like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, I guess so. So I didn't really want to pay attention.
Catch all of you.
Like, I had the handbook or whatever, that little booklet with all the rules. I was like, I'll just study this at some point. So I have my backpack in front of me on the table, and behind that, close to me, is my phone. So he couldn't see through the backpack to see that I'm on my phone. And that was when the Melee tournament called the Big House 5 was on. And the commentators were talking about some rivalry between two players, and I was like, oh, I'll go watch that set that they're talking about. And it was really intense. And I was like, wow, this is a really cool game. And so I watched all of the crew battles, I think it was. And then after that I watched all of the Smash Bros documentary, which is like 4 hours long. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's been recommended to me a few times, and I've like clicked on it and watched 5 minutes and then clicked out.
Yeah. I definitely didn't watch it all in one day. I would get home and probably watch like a half hour or an hour of it, and then stop, and then the next day I get back from school and then watch another hour. Over the course of like a week, I finished the whole series. I watched it again a few months ago. It's really good.
Kind of like what people should do with this podcast if they don't like their podcast lasting an hour.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, speaking of which, I got Breath of the Wild on Friday, and then just yesterday when your podcast came out, I was like, oh, I'll just listen to this and play Zelda for an hour, and it was awesome. It was so cool.
Oh, with Zelda, do you want to talk about Zelda?
Of course, I want to talk about Zelda. Jeez. Oh my god.
Gee whiz, Friendos.
I'm out of the loop.
You don't have Zelda yet?
I don't have Zelda.
Didn't you get it? I
No.
thought you got it on Wii U.
Nope.
Oh,
I got it on Wii U.
I never got it.
Do you have the Switch?
I got it on the Switch,
oh
baby.
My god, I don't have that kind of money.
Neither do I. I just went into my overdraft.
Mm.
Like, not to buy the Switch, but like a couple days ago I went into my overdraft for the first time in my life because I miscalculated something. I thought I had £100. Did not.
Oh no.
But I quickly moved some money around. I moved some funds around. And now I'm not in debt anymore. And I'm just a few days away from payday. So
yes.
Financial responsibility. Have it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have it one time in my life and I nearly died.
That's always scary, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game's so good. I never... So when I play games, I pretty much just play it just to play it. Like, I don't really explore or anything. I'm just like, okay, there's my next objective. I'm gonna just go to it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's because I like Sonic so much, and that's just like, get to the goal ring. And I'm like, okay,
Go right.
let me just get to the goal ring. So...
Yeah.
But when I picked up Breath of the Wild, I was like, wow, this place looks nice.
This is incredible.
This is a nice place. This is a nice place you got going here.
New world.
So I've been exploring.
So what do I do?
Wait, what do I do here?
Yeah.
Are you saying that I could do this or I could do that? Wait, there are options in this game?
I was overwhelmed with options to start with.
Yeah, but
I
that's not always a bad feeling. It's just like, man, what do I do now?
I think the things... So even the things I disliked about the game were the things I liked about it, you know?
Like the frame rate?
Yeah.
Shoutouts to the frame rate of Breath of the Wild.
Because I wanted the story to be a little more involved. Like, I wanted to feel... Because all the cutscenes were just like flashbacks and stuff. And
yeah.
All right.
Like, all the story you get is like exposition. I thought it'd be really cool if you could like play those memories. Like Assassin's Creed did.
Oh, that would have been cool, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
But, but I feel like it also contributed to just the whole lonely feeling of, 100 years ago, you ruined everything.
Yeah.
And now you gotta deal with it because everyone's dead.
Now you gotta fix it.
Yeah. Fix it. This is your fault. And I think it all contributed to the tone of the game.
Yeah.
But also, I just hope the next one is like this, but more involved.
Yeah, I really like how open-ended this was, but I don't know if if I really like the lacking of main dungeons. Like everything's just like shrines, from what I know.
I mean, there's the 4 big dungeons.
There are? I didn't get that far.
How far you played in?
I just got to Zora's Domain, and they're talking about the beasts and whatever.
Okay, so these beasts were pretty much just dungeons.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, they're even more interesting, but I won't spoil it for you.
Yeah,
That's
good.
Yeah. Good game, though. Enjoy it.
yeah, good game. Yeah,
Christian?
I haven't played Zelda. Or the
You're
new,
right,
the
you
new
haven't.
Zelda.
what's your favorite Zelda game?
I've only beaten one, so I can't really.
Really?
Was it
I mean,
Ocarina?
Skyward Sword?
It was Ocarina of Time, but my favorite Zelda is still Majora's Mask, because I've enjoyed what I have
Majora's
played
Mask?
of Majora's Mask more than Ocarina of Time.
Did you 100% Ocarina?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god!
Wow. Even get all the heart containers?
The hardest part was getting the 100 Skulltula tokens.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
The
I
heart
don't think
containers
I've
weren't
even
even a
ever done
problem
that.
at that point.
Have you... Wait, you've never 100%ed Majora's Mask?
I never even beat it regularly.
Did you play?
Wow.
Wait, did you
Very
play it on the
easy to
3DS?
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
I started it on Virtual Console, and then I bought it for 3DS, and I finished it on the 3DS. So
hmm To get
You
back,
think it's...
Oh.
played it 1.5 times, basically.
yeah.
Except
say, Reece?
make that like 100.5 times, because I restarted like way too many times.
You noticed how the 3DS has been around for quite a while?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's the longest lasting Nintendo handheld since before.
they're
the
probably
DS.
not going to make a new one for a while.
hmm
Yeah.
I think they're trying to make
I
the
just-
Switch like
Yeah.
a new portable.
Oh, that's true. That sucks though, because I don't want it to be portable. I'm never gonna carry it around. It's too expensive.
Yeah. I'd be afraid of scratching it on something.
Although, how much is a DS? A 3DS?
3DS is $200, and
That's about.
$230 for the new 3DS, I think. Unless they drop the price.
So that's only a little bit less than a Switch. I guess it's not too expensive to carry around.
For me, that's
Still.
way less than a Switch. That's actually half the price.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right.
Back
The
to
Switch is strange.
onto speedrunning. Christian, did you ever watch the Diddy Kong Racing speedruns?
No.
Those
I
things are
never even
crazy.
thought about that.
Are you the one that's really into Diddy Kong Racing?
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing is my favorite racing game.
Yeah,
The whole
I know.
time.
I know Dan loves it. Shout outs to
It's-
Dan.
Shout out to Dan.
Shout outs to Dan.
Shout outs to Dan. But yeah,
Shout outs
the
to
Diddy Kong Racing
Dan
speedrun.
Link.
It's Dan Link. The Diddy Kong Racing speedruns are so good. They do awesome like out of bounds stuff, and they have the clock guy push you out of bounds in the overworld in one of the sections. It's really
that's
crazy.
great. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah,
Speaking of Dan, what do you think
Uh,
of his suicide?
are we moving on to that?
We could do that. We're at
I was hoping it could be a natural feeling segue, Christian.
I'm sorry. To
Are we
complete-
officially moving it over?
I wanted
Good
to
segue.
talk
like
about.
49 minutes, dude.
I wanted to talk about speedrunning more before we moved on to featured pieces.
Go for it.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
So, GuitarGeek25, what
you gonna talk
games
about,
do you speedrun?
I've been learning Mario Sunshine for the longest time, but
Nice.
I've been learning it in like increments, and I give up and I come back every now and then just because like you don't want to learn the whole thing in one sitting.
That sounds like hell, yeah.
I remember you. I think you streamed it once, and
that was
that
weird.
was really funny.
It was so funny
because your game
I
completely
didn't-
reset.
I think that the problem was I didn't have a memory card in, and it couldn't save. So when I game overed, I hit continue, and it just brought me back to the beginning of the game, and I was like, oh, I guess that's the end of it, because it
Yeah.
played the beginning
no.
cutscene, and there's like 6 minutes of cutscenes.
Because I
in the
guess when you hit
beginning.
continue, it brings you back to your previous save.
Yeah, and since there was
I-
no save,
Speedrunning sounds awful to me.
really,
The cl-
I love it. I
I
think
love
it's good.
watching speedruns.
Yeah,
But the closest thing I've ever done to actually speedrunning is like the challenge levels in Portal.
Mm-hmm. I was really surprised that I want to say it was SGDQ. No, it was AGDQ.
SJW.
It was AGDQ 2016 because it was definitely last year. They started the marathon with a Splatoon speedrun, and I was
wow.
oh, that's so interesting because normally you want to open it up with like the heavy hitters, like maybe like Mario Sunshine or 64 or some like really huge popular game, but they started with Splatoon, and I was like, what a weird pick. But I watched it and it was amazing, and I loved it. It was such a cool run.
I kind of get that as a speedrun because the Splatoon is big on like flow.
Yeah, it has such
constantly.
good movement. I love movement. That's probably why I like Melee so much, because I love movement, and Mario Sunshine has some crazy movement in it too.
Yeah, I love games that can give you just super fluid movement. You can chain one thing into another.
I like creativity.
Yeah,
it's really like the way that you can move in those games is so creative, especially in Splatoon, where you have those two different forms. You can just there's so many options.
I love just sort of. I love trying to if I'm moving, staying in squid form, like swimming through the ink, and if I'm not moving, being in the air and making more ink to move once I've come down.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just never touching the ground with my feet.
Yeah. You're a kid now, you're a squid now.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Christian, welcome back.
Christian, you got something that just came out yesterday. The single.
Yeah.
Enema.
Yes. No.
Enema.
No.
Enema.
Yeah, Enamer.
I can't wait to get
Enamer's spelled incorrectly, right?
No, that's just the Canadian spelling.
Okay. I didn't know if that's how you did it over there, or if it was just a reference to how you do other words over there.
No. That is the actual Canadian spelling of enema.
Yeah, it's the correct way to spell it.
That's cool.
Because it's enamor, not... Wait, it's enamor...
I think you proved your point, Reece.
Yeah.
No, it's enamor, not enamor.
Yeah.
Or
flour, as in the baking ingredient.
Flour.
Is pronounced flour. Flour.
Yeah.
Not flour. Flowey.
So yeah.
From the hit game Undertale.
Wow, shout out to Undertale.
Wow, I'm surprised. Wow, this is our... Oh, no,
Flowey.
it's not our first Undertale mention. Because we talked about Rich's Undertale covers.
Thanks for pointing it out. Bros.
Yeah, Undertale was something.
Undertale was a game released by Toby Fox in the year 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
Created in RPG Maker based on
Actually, Game Maker.
Games. Was it Game Maker?
Yep. Yeah, it was Game Maker 4.
What, the Flash thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that Flash?
Yeah, you open
I don't know.
Game
I don't
Maker,
actually know.
And you hit the drop down menu and it says Undertale preset. And
Yeah.
you hit export and you put it on
Game Maker
Steam.
is old.
And then he made millions.
Yeah.
I didn't know people still made Game Maker.
People normally don't.
People still use Game Maker.
But Toby Fox is just like a genius. So.
Game Maker is like what I wanted to know how to use in 2006.
Yeah.
Wow. 2006
But
was over 10
I
years
couldn't work it out
ago.
because I was too young.
That's when I feel
Yeah.
old. Not when I turn a certain age, because like it's just a day after yesterday. But when someone's like, "Yeah, that happened over 10 years ago," I'm like, "No, it didn't. Please don't tell me
I
that."
forget I've been alive.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore if you keep saying stuff like that.
I forget I've been alive more than 10 years, and
Yeah.
it turns out I'm nearly double that.
I'm just a boy.
Yeah, you're just a boy.
Wow. Christian,
I just-
you wanted to talk about Dan's Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
That's
okay,
my. I
before
really
we
love
move on.
Dan's work on that film. It wasn't a great film, I'll be honest, but he did well considering he's just a YouTube boy.
Yeah, Dan.
movie.
Good job directing Suicide Squad.
Let's talk about Suicide Squad for a second now.
But before we move on to featured pieces, I just wanted to quickly bring it back to speedrunning because I wanted to mention that I used to speedrun. Yeah, I used to speedrun a game called VVVV, and then I stopped.
Viva la
practicing.
Revolution.
Yeah. Did you have splits for that, or do you just wanted to do the whole thing in one thing?
I see. The way it worked is I didn't actually have it on Steam for the longest time, and I just had it on mobile. And so
Wait, you speedrun it like with a touch screen?
Yeah, legit. I would play
no.
that game all the time, no matter where I was, and I would just I would get really good at it. But when I got it on Steam, I don't think I actually ever did a full run. I just practiced segments.
Did it translate well?
Playing.
Yeah, it's the same game except
I mean,
the controller.
I assume it's easier to play with a controller than a touchscreen. Was it easier to play?
Yeah, much easier. And I don't use a controller. Keypad actually seems to be more responsive.
I have
for a
trouble
game
playing
like that.
games on mobile. Because
Yeah, me
I feel
too.
like there's
I
always
did at
input
first,
lag.
but I just played that game so much that I got used to it. So, yeah.
Do you guys ever feel like you've got input lag on mobile games?
I just feel like I need physical buttons to be able to
Yeah.
yeah, you need
play-
that
play a
tactile
game well.
feedback.
because
Yeah.
my fingers might move a little bit and then I'm not pressing the button anymore, and I'm like, this wouldn't happen if it was a real button.
Yeah.
I would love
You're
to
right.
to practice that game again, I guess,
Yeah,
because it was fun.
you should stream it.
I might be able to. Featured pieces.
What a good segue.
Dan Link.
Dan Link. This episode we were kind of just like, let's decide on something together. So we did.
Oh my gosh, has it been a week since we recorded the last episode?
Yeah, it has.
Wow, time flies.
I,
Yep, I was there.
I feel we're an hour in and I've just realized I feel ill now.
Why?
You're getting burnt out.
No, it's just like it feels like we did it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So big
right.
surprise, big reveal. Our featured piece for
Our
this
featured piece is Suicide Squad.
is your boy Dan Link did a really good cover of Suicide Mission from Mass Effect 2. And
Legend.
I thought Dan would be really good to bring up for featured pieces because he's making weekly videos now, and like that's something that he's been wanting to do for a long time. And
Is he doing that?
yeah,
I didn't
he's
even know
finally
that.
doing
I
it
know
now. Yeah,
That's
Suicide
awesome.
Mission was his third weekly
Is this
video.
Dan Link's year one?
I suppose, yeah. He's really good.
Yeah.
He
I
is.
like his rhythm playing. I gotta
Yeah.
say, I wish he'd turn up his rhythm guitars just a little bit because they sound really good.
They sound really good.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
really like the Suicide Mission cover because I don't know, it like builds a lot, and then like after like the big drop hits, it doesn't like suddenly stop at the end. It kind of like you can kind of like tell that towards the end of the song it's getting like softer.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a really nice arrangement.
Yeah.
Just like the whole thing.
Yeah.
I really like the ending of it because it's just like you can tell that the piece is like starting to get really soft, but like the rhythm guitars still sound super intense and
It's
stuff.
his first piece as big as this, right?
No,
No, really?
He's made
this is a very
medleys.
sort of layered song.
he's made medleys that are like 5 times the length.
not in terms
not
of
necessarily
length.
length, but like just the
Like,
scope of it all.
Oh yeah,
How layered it is.
I
There's a
would
lot of
say
guitars
so.
playing at once.
I would say so because Suicide. I almost said Suicide Squad.
thought
Suicide
it was-
Mission is such a big. It's like a really big track. It's really
Yeah, it's a
long.
huge orchestral piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It's such a good song.
He did a really good job covering that, so go check out Dan. Also, his dog is in that video, and I love it.
Oh, Chiquita.
Chiquita.
I always call it Chiquito because there's a restaurant called Chiquitos over here.
I love his dog.
His dog's so beautiful.
Just like rolling around.
Although
on
it's
his
sort of like licking itself. It's kind of gross.
back. It's a dog, dude.
Are you allowed to put that on YouTube?
Well,
This
it
is sensitive
depends.
material. Hey, Christian,
Depends.
don't think that we can go an episode without talking about your album that's coming out soon.
We already talked about that.
we've talked about Enema.
Talked
We
about
didn't talk
Enema.
about.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yes.
talk about.
I'm
the
so
full
excited
album.
for the
I
full
revealed that
Reece.
I'm writing an album. It's called
It's called
Reece.
It's called Reece.
It's called Recede.
It's
Right?
called
Yeah.
Recede. Yeah, it's
Yeah, such
it's
interesting
gonna
names
be...
for the songs.
the way
Google genty names.
the way I came up with the song names is I would just think of like a word that like kind of the song like might have reminded me of or something, and then I would just put it through like a thesaurus like a million times.
That's
Until I
a really
found-
interesting technique.
I liked the name for Enama because it genuinely did feel like the sort of music that you'd feel
That's
not
yeah.
like a soft romantic music, but just like that happy.
That's
upbeat
that's
feeling.
Yeah,
legitimately exactly what I was going for.
It's got such a good
When
vibe,
you just like
and the
you're just
title fits
chilling.
perfect.
you're chilling with a top cutie, and there's no worries. It's not you're not worrying about how should I act around this person. It's genuinely just like we're having a good time.
I mean,
together.
that's pretty much what the song is about.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with that song. And
I'm
the
happy
song
with it
title.
too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad that the song title translated well.
Yeah, it did.
It's got a really
Bitch.
catchy melody. It's been stuck in my head.
Oh wow. That's really flattering.
I really like your transitions from that sort of genty type picking to the full chord
Yeah.
picking.
Thanks.
I when songs do that, I get a real good feeling going on.
Yeah.
And you do that a lot, but you did it really well in Enema. I didn't even mean to call it Enema.
Wow.
Inamo.
Enema.
Inama.
But yeah, it's gonna be a full album. It has 12 tracks and it's over an hour. 12?
60 plus minutes.
12.
That's like more tracks than you have years in your life.
Well, I think we could wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Thanks for having
Thank
me on,
you.
guys.
Thank you
Thank-
for
thanks
coming.
for- Thanks for the dead air. It was very nice. I appreciate every second of it.
Yeah, let's have a moment of silence.
Is my mic on?